Hi everyone. Today in this video I'm going to explain the proof of Simpson's one-third rule. So without wasting our time, let us move to the whiteboard. Simpson's one-third rule. To prove the Simpson's one-third rule, we can make use of general quadrature formula. So by general quadrature formula, we have the general quadrature formula is given by integration x naught to x naught plus nh y into dx is equal to h into bracket n y naught plus n square divided by 2 into delta y naught plus n cube divided by 3 minus n square divided by 2 bracket complete delta square y naught divided by 2 factorial plus n raised to 4 n raised to 4 divided by 4 minus n cube plus n square bracket complete delta cube y naught divided by 3 factorial plus and so on. So this is the general quadrature formula. Now to prove Simpson's one-third rule, we have to substitute the value for n is equal to 2. Put n is equal to 2 in the above general quadrature formula. So in LHS, if you substitute the value of n is equal to 2, we get x naught to x naught plus. Now substitute the value for n is equal to 2 means you will get 2h. So this is y into dx is equal to right hand side h into bracket n value is 2, so we can write it as 2y naught plus n square is nothing but 2, that is 2 square divided by 2 delta y naught plus n cube divided by 3 means that is 2 raised to 3 divided by 3 minus n square means it is 2 square divided by 2 bracket complete delta square y naught divided by 2 factorial is nothing but 2 only plus next if you substitute the value for n is equal to 2, you will get 2 raised to 4. But see here, in this case we can write only 3 terms as this integration contains only 3 terms. This is integration is running from that is x naught to x naught plus 2h. X naught to x naught plus 2h means it has 3 values. The first value is x naught, the second value is x naught plus h, and the third value is x naught plus 2h. This x naught plus h is nothing but x1 and x naught plus 2h is nothing but x2. Now its corresponding value for y is given by the corresponding value for x naught is equal to y naught, the corresponding value for x1 is equal to y1, and the corresponding value for x2 is equal to y2. So this integration has only three values, that is y0, y1 and y2. So the forward differences of order greater than 2 do not exist, as we have a set of only three values, y0, y1 and y2. So this is equal to h into bracket 2y0 plus, in this case 2 square divided by 2 means one of the 2 get cancelled, so we are left with only 2 into delta y0 plus. Similarly here, this 2 square divided by 2, this 2 square divided by 2 is nothing but 2, and 2 cube is equal to 8. So 8 divided by 3 minus 2, and if you simplify you will get this is 2 divided by 3, and outside we have delta square y0 divided by 2, where this 2 and this 2 get cancels, means here we get only 1 divided by 3 into delta square y0. This is equal to h divided by, now if you take LCM is equal to 3, and by using cross product, this 3 into 2 is equal to 6, so that is 6y0 plus, next this 3 into this again 2, 3 into 2 is equal to, that is 6 delta y0 plus, and in last term we have LCM 3 means we are left with only delta square y0. So this is equal to, I will write this 3 outside the bracket, so we can write it as 1 divided by 3 into h bracket 6 y0 plus 6 into delta y0 plus delta square y0. But we know that, delta y0 value, delta y0 we can write it as second term minus first term, that is y1 minus y0. And similarly, what is the value for delta square y0? Delta square y0 we can write it as, I will simplify, that is delta y1 minus delta y0. But delta y1 is nothing but second term minus first term, so second term is y2 minus y1 minus into bracket delta y0 is nothing but y1 minus y0, and if you simplify you will get this is y2 minus y1, and this minus y1 total you will get minus 2y1, this minus into minus is equal to plus, you will get y0. So this is the value for delta square y0. Substitute both the values in the above equation. So we get this is equal to 1 divided by 3 h into bracket, or simply we can write it as h by 3 also, 6 y0 plus 6 into delta y0, and what is delta y0 value? y1 minus y0 plus delta square y0, and delta square y0 value is y2 minus 2y1 plus y0. Simplify this. This is equal to, now I will write it is h divided by 3 into bracket. Now collect the terms containing y0. The term containing y0 are, this is 6y0. 6 into minus y0 is minus 6y0, means both the terms get cancelled, and at last we have y naught. So here we are left with only y naught. Now collect the terms containing y1. The term containing y1 are, this is 6y1 and this is minus 2y1. So total you will get plus 4y1, that is 4y1. Now write down the value for y2. The term containing y2 is a single value, that is plus y2. So we can write it as, that is plus y2. So this is the value for integration of x0 to x0 plus 2h y into dx. As we know that the left hand side x0 to x0 plus 2h has three values, that is y0, y1 and y2. So here also we are ends with y0, y1 and y2, which is the first value. Similarly, the next integration we can write it as x0 plus 2h to x0 plus 4h y into dx is equal to h divided by 3. I will write here directly. See, in previous one, the first it has three values, means x0, second value is x0 plus h, and third value is x0 plus 2h. And this x0 plus h is nothing but x1, x0 plus 2h is nothing but x2. So its corresponding values are y0, and its corresponding value is y1, and its corresponding value is y2. So therefore, the first bracket contains y0, y1 and y2. Similarly, in the second integral which starts from x0 plus 2h to x0 plus 4h, the middle value is equal to x0 plus 3h. Then the corresponding value x0 plus 2h is nothing but x2, its corresponding value is y2. x0 plus 3h is nothing but x3, its corresponding value of y is equal to y3. And x0 plus 4h is nothing but x4, and its corresponding value is equal to y4. So here we can write it as directly y2 plus 4y3 plus y4. Next integration we can write it as x0 plus 4h to x0 plus 6h y into dx, and this is equal to, now I will write directly h divided by 3. The lower limit is x0 plus 4h means x4, its corresponding value of y is equal to y4. Next odd term means we can write it as 4y5. Next even term we can write it as y6. Continuing in the same way. At last, the upper limit ends with x0 plus nh. Then what about the lower limit? Lower limit is equal to x0 plus n minus 2 into h y into dx, and this is equal to h divided by 3 bracket. So yn minus 2 we can write it as yn minus 2 plus 4 yn minus 1 plus last term ends with yn. Adding all the above results. So adding all the above results means if you see the left hand side, if you add directly, I will write it as x naught integration x naught to x naught plus nh. If you add all the left hand side integrals, y into dx, this is equal to, now you have to add all the right hand side values, you have to add all these values, and here you can see h divided by 3 is common, so I will write h divided by 3, which is common. Now in this case, if you see this y2, the first bracket ends with y2 and the second bracket starts with y2. The second bracket ends with y4 and the third bracket starts with y4. Similarly, the third bracket ends with y6 and the fourth bracket starts with y6. Next, it ends with y8. Next bracket starts with y8. It shows that if you add, the last value is repeated for 2 times. So that we can write it as 2 times bracket y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus and so on up to last term you will get yn minus 2 plus. Now you can see the middle values. The middle values are 4y1, 4y3, 4y5 and so on up to last value is 4yn minus 1. If you add all these values, you can take 4 which is common, and in bracket we are left with odd numbers, that is y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus and so on. The last term is equal to yn minus 1. And at last you can see the first value of first bracket, that is y0. This is y0 and the last value is yn. They are non-repeated. They are non-repeated. So that is plus y0 plus yn. They are the non-repeated values. So this is called Simpson's 1/3 rule, and I will rewrite, that is integration x0 to x0 plus nh y into dx is equal to h divided by 3 into bracket. First I will write the non-repeated terms. The non-repeated terms are first and last term, that is y0 and yn. Now second I will write the odd numbers, that is 4 times y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus dash 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 plus yn minus 1. I have written only odd values, which is 4 times, plus. Now you can write the even values. Even values are repeated for 2 times, that is 2 y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus and so on, and the last value is equal to yn minus 2. So this is called the Simpson's 1/3 rule.